So I'm back in Canada, as you can see from the snow behind me. I'm staying at a hotel in the town of Smith Falls, which is my ancestral town. I haven't lived here in 30 years. Don't really have any friends or associates here, but my son didn't want me back in the farm, deciding with his mother that, they didn't need my assistance. Yet when I got there, the video was so bad I can't even post it on YouTube because they would take it down right away. And I think I'm close to monetization, so I don't want to risk that. But no, it's one of those things where it was just awful. The conditions were just so bad. I got to see my daughter, which was nice, but she's just covered in flea bites. She's like 18. They've got like 11 dogs. It's just, yeah, crazy. I knew I'd be in for a shock when I came back. I just didn't expect it to be as bad as it was. It's good weather. I'd say it's probably like 5 degrees Celsius today, maybe even a little warmer. Probably don't need a leather jacket, but I wanted to have a winter jacket because when I landed in Ottawa this morning, it was pretty chilly. And I thought I was going to be sleeping in my RV, but they left the doors open on it. So it's been just ruined in so many ways. I would have had to take some serious cleaning time, but first I had to dig my way through it. So yeah, that was fun. I started shoveling before they said, no, we don't want you to stay here. So I'll have to pay one of the local farmers to come by with a scoop on his tractor and literally dig out the vehicles. Because, yeah, it's just, yeah. So they just got a recent dumping of snow, so that's his excuse for why there's so much snow, and that's fine. But the bags of garbage, and dog poop everywhere, and broken everything everywhere is just snow. So yeah, I'm kind of almost, in a way, glad I'm not there. But so he put me up in a hotel, which, like, the amount he spent for the 2 days is my rent for 2 months in the Philippines. And it's not even a nice hotel. I mean, it's not a super crap hole, but it's not. Oh, I have Popeyes here now. Oh, wait a second. Oh. Anyway, sorry, just noticing stuff. I haven't been in this town forever, and I'm out in kind of like the outer ring of the town on the way to another big city. So they're developing this area, obviously. So I have to go to the bank because the first drop there is get the year of information receipts, so I can get to work on that. I want to get the taxes done as soon as possible. Get the heck out of here. I'm already not liking being back at all. To quote other, bloggers who recently went back, it is a bit of a shock. I mean, the airport wasn't that bad, and I haven't encountered the nasty that I was expecting, but it's also because everything's covered in snow. I'm sure that if this was springtime, it'd be a whole different story. But real spring, this is what we call false spring here in Canada. And, but yeah, no, it's, it is what it is. I got the computer I needed to get the files. I need to go buy a second power cord because they didn't give me one for the monitor, so I can only plug in one or the other. And then I will transfer those files to CRA after I have the bank files. Tried to go visit my transmission shop because they did a new tranny for me there this season, and that's a nice big receipt I was claiming. But yeah, no, it's been an adventure. It's not even noon, so I've only really been active over here for about 4 hours, and it's just been lots of craziness. Couldn't do a rental because even though it said we may require a deposit, they were like, no, we do, because of the airport. Like, oh, and the deposit's less if you go in town. So I'm gonna take a bus to a rental car place? So it's just crazy. It shouldn't be a deposit. I mean, the fee is already there. They're insured. I'm insured. And that's the other thing, is I'm insured, but I don't have a vehicle yet, because as I mentioned in previous blogs, they lost keys to one of my antique trucks, which is the only one that's turnkey ready to drive right away. So yeah, I've been doing what I do in the Philippines. I'm just walking. I don't mind it now. I'm in good shape compared to when I left. And it's a small town. I think even if you could do a cab or a taxi, it's a fixed rate, a low amount for anywhere in the town type deal. Kind of like, trikes are in some of the smaller villages. in the Philippines. But no, of course I'm walking by the mighty Walmart. I can just shudder to think of the people I'll see in there. But I will go do a little video of Walmart just for fun. Since we're in the middle of this trade war with America, and the premier here is wanting to tax the electricity we sell to the Yanks, I think it's just not going to go well for any of these guys. They just don't even understand the games they're playing. So maybe by the time I come back next, it'll be just to trade my Canadian passport for an American one. See how that goes. But all the more reason to get my money from the Canadian government before they dissolve. But yeah, no. Yeah, like I said, it should be interesting. I will do a daily update while I'm here. Even though it's out for 2 or 3 days, and then I told my son for the price he's paying, I'm pretty sure I could probably find a room for the month. So that's gonna be my goal. I don't want to get stuck living with a bunch of junkies, but I'll go live with some senior citizen or something in their basement or whatever. I don't make any noise, I don't have any bad habits. I won't be entertaining any guests here. I'm just here to do what I gotta do paperwork wise and get the heck out of Dodge. And I didn't get to see my ex, and so I assume that she's hiding something, probably gained a bunch of weight. But, or maybe her new man doesn't want her to communicate with me, who knows. No sweat off my back. I did get to see my daughter, like I said, which was very important to me. Didn't get to see my youngest yet. Conveniently, it's March break right now, so all the younger kids were at grandma's, which, to be honest with you, considering the filth and nastiness of that house, any moments that the kids are not at home is a blessing. So thank you, Grandma, if you ever watch this, for being a clean place. Too bad you didn't raise a better daughter. But yeah. And of course, you know, they're all like, my son tells me, oh, they're gonna try and sabotage you with legal stuff if you try and F with them. Yeah, they just don't understand. I'm just not that guy. I just don't care about any of this stuff anymore. I've already checked out. I'm only here because I got someone back. And then the whole car ride, he was just trying to goad me into arguing with him, and you know what an awful dad I am because I make them go to school and have workable skills. And he's now manager, senior manager of the pizzeria chain that he's working for. So, you know, all those managerial skills he learned through working the fish shops as family business since he was 14, learning how to run a business, how to manage staff, how to manage inventory. You know, the average kid his age in North America ain't got none of those skills. So it is what it is. But like my driver, I had to do a ride share, and he was a guy from Nigeria over here working, and he said to me, he said, you know, they don't appreciate you now, but they'll definitely appreciate you when they get older. And I hope that's the case, because all the skills they've got are really 100% related to me being the kind of dad I was, which, you know, by North American standards, I'm a bad guy because I make them, you know, do stuff. I'm strict. I tell them what to do. But like I said, you guys know how it is in the Philippines and Asia. There's respect for the family, right? The dad, that's his job. It's not just to, you know, eat at the dinner table, but to make sure the kids grow up right and have skills and have morals. And that's the thing my boy tried to say, oh, you don't have any morals. You only get along in the Philippines because everyone there is, you know, a pushover, and you know, they tolerate guys like you who just drink all day and you know, womanize. Well, I don't do either. So it's like weird. Yeah, they do tolerate those things. This is true. So he's watched a few videos, but that's not an accurate description of me at all. Like, I'm incredibly conservative. I have a few pints here and there occasionally, but I go long periods of time, months on end, when I was back home in Canada without drinking anything because it just wasn't worth it. And I smoked. So, you know, marijuana. But now that I'm, you know, been gone for a year plus, I have no intentions on smoking again here. Like, it's not worth it. I like the clear-headedness. I like the sharpness. And, yeah, I don't miss it. I mean, when I was here, it was because it was a stress relief. Well, I have no stress now. I don't have any job. I have this tax thing I got to deal with. Okay, I'll deal with that. If, you know, they abandon me, I'll go and apply for some sort of government assistance because why not, right? I paid it my whole life. Never received a dime. Just for a month or two until I leave. And yeah, we'll go from there. Of course, they might not let me because I haven't done my taxes this year. So there's a whole bunch of things that I still don't know how it's going to sabotage. So it's really not a plan. Just someone was mentioning it to me in a comment on a Facebook app that I'm on, Facebook page. But no, I plan to, keep it simple, keep it to myself, avoid the politics of the situation, because as some of you who know me from my other page know, I tend to get involved in politics way too much, and I don't want to stay. Even the idea of opening up a shop, I mean, I guess maybe now I do it only because I would do it to have a place to stay, like stay in the back room or something, for the seasons that I'm here. Because sadly, I don't think the RV is going to be, I mean, I didn't even get to go fully in it, but with the door being open, I saw some animal droppings in one corner, saw some broken styrofoams where something's made a nest, like, I don't want to be living like that. So, unless I find a whole new one, just sell that one for parts. It's got good things like, diesel propane fridge and the three-way fridge they call it. It uses electric, it uses DC, it uses propane. The new stereos I put in and things like that. But yeah, no, I think that I don't even want to get into any of those projects. The garage was completely untouched. All of my classic cars are there. So anyone want to buy a bunch of classic Mustangs, let me know. They're parts. One of them is definitely a parts car, and the other one has had a frame-up resto that then just out of my garage. Needs a paint job. Needs everything reassembled, and all new parts, like all new shocks, brakes, all that shit ready to be put on in boxes still. So great deal. I'd sell it all for like $5K Canadian just to get it gone. Has to come out after I get the plow out there with like a flatbed or something to get them out. But and for the right money, I could even do that. Like, I'll get the Suburban out, or I'll get the Escalade fixed, and I'll go from there. And it has a tow hitch, so yeah. Well, just wanted to give those people who, because I got like 19 emails so far since I've been back in Ottawa, asking how it is, because everyone knew I was going to the farm, and I had no clue what I was going out to. So now I do. And as for the show, my son did watch the first draft of the first part of the pilot. He's like, oh, it's pretty rough. Remember, guys, when we started doing the original, before we did all the edits, we were just using random artists that we would meet online from the Philippines, from Vietnam. And it was so that we could just kind of get an idea of what the show was going to look like, the feel, get the script onto like actual workage, get some voice work done. By the time it gets on to air, I'm sure the Flix is going to edit the crap out of the pilot. He'll probably introduce us to some great editors, but I've got to have that tangible, nearly done pilot to present, right? To get paid. And then that money can be used to hire better artists, to hire better editors, more voice talent, which is really the plan. And yeah, with having the computer I have now that has all the tax stuff on it, I'll go through it once I get it. Part of why I'm going out right now is to hopefully find some little dinky used store like a Goodwill or a Sally Ann that I can buy a cable at. And then when I buy that cable, I'll have that to hook up the screen so I can, use the computer. He was going to buy me a keyboard and a mouse. I was like, no, I got those. Because I do. So, yeah. I think by the end of tomorrow, I'm going to have quite a bit of what I needed to have for the taxation done. So I'll keep you all posted, and of course mailbag's open, so send me any questions you have. I'll try to answer them, and yeah, should be an adventure. Like, follow, subscribe, share. That's the new line, right? Share. Take care.